From the commercial fishing port capital of America, New Bedford, Massachusetts, welcome to the Paul Santos Live Show. Tonight's guests are singer Abby Layne. Featured comedian is Liz Miller. Yeah. We also have comedian Winnie Rennie. Plus, Ronnie, Artie, and Melissa. Well, no, they're not here. It's on the band. Eric Costa and Artie DeMello. Yeah, he's going to edit that shit out of here. And me, I'm the comedy director. I don't know my name. Joanna Raposa. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the host of our show, Paul Santos.
Hello and welcome to our big time television show. It's the Paul Santos Live Show. How's everybody feeling tonight? All right. Ah, yes, they're in a good mood. How about you? You in a good mood, Joanna?
Yeah, I'm in a pretty good mood. Yeah.
Pretty good mood, all right. And Eric, thank you for filling in this week.
Well, thank you very much for being here. Happy to be here.
He was the guy that was supposed to fill in last week, but he's here this week. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it.
We never know.
And of course, Arthur DeMello in the house.
Yeah.
Arthur had to play by himself last week, but that's a whole other story. Anyway, we highlight the talented, interesting, and entertaining from our area on the show. If you're watching on ABC 6, I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. If you're watching on Channel 95, good evening. If you're watching our live stream on YouTube or Facebook, type something in. That way we can say hello right back at you, and we can have an interactive situation going on here. That's what we're supposed to do. Anyway, all right, before we get to our fantastic lineup of talent, how about if we get caught up on some news? Hey, I got to tell you, I had a great weekend. You know why? I spent some time at the feast. Let's hear it for the feast. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
You know, Joanna, that's my people, That's my people.
I know
That's my Portuguese people,
your
That's
people,
my
your
heritage, you know that?
Yep.
Yeah, my Portuguese, I got to tell you, I really enjoyed it even better than usual this year because of the singing acts that they have. Like, for example, they had the stellar Elton João. He was fantastic. And then they had this absolutely top-notch rapper, Kanye Spit. And last but not least, my favorite band, Earth, Wind, and Favish. Hey, wait a minute. All this talk about the feast and all that. Wait a minute. Hold it. That reminds me of something. It reminds me of Artie over here, our sax player, and one of his ex-girlfriends that he met at the feast a long time ago. Sharon Shadis. He broke up with Sharon Shadis when he found out she was less Sharon and more Shadis.
It was a hot day, and I took her to my apartment over here. It's over here in the Regency building.
Did you get that joke there?
I did.
Right, sorry about that. I told you, my sense of humor is a little wacky. Hey, there's been a surge of candidates seeking a spot on the New Bedford City Council.
Really?
Gee, I wonder if they told them they can't get longevity pay anymore. That's a local joke. I saw a candidate that said he was running for one of those positions on the city council. He said he was running a grassroots campaign, except I think he was smoking a grassroot when he said it. He's like, yeah, man.
It's the flower.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna run for the
root.
city council, man, I said, yeah. I said, do you think you're a great candidate? He's like, yeah, man, I'm a favorite son. Favorite son? I'm like, who's your daddy? I guess that was a dead end, huh? That was a dead end. Well, anyway, let's talk about the movies, huh? You want to talk about the movies?
Yeah.
They're doing a reboot of the movie Naked Gun. Imagine that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is this time the lead actor is like Casey. The gun is shooting blanks. Crazy Casey, ladies and gentlemen, right over there. Crazy Casey has a Tommy gun. No more Tommy.
I didn't get that.
All right, well. Do you realize I was reading an article that more men, Joanna, I know women do this all the time, but more men are having plastic surgery than ever before. Imagine that.
Really?
Yeah, the last time I saw Tom Brady, he looked like a wax figure of himself. I mean, it was ridiculous. They say he's the GOAT. One more procedure like that, he's going to look like a goat. It's like, hey, Tom, break down that play. Yeah, that was a great blast. No, it just didn't seem to work. Hey, we mentioned Crazy Casey before, Crazy Casey had some work done, but it was a terrible, terrible failure. Yeah, he went in there and asked for the senile penile. Terrible.
Oh boy, I don't want to touch that. Not touching that.
That's on the extension program. Hey! I'm sorry, I warned you. I said my sense of humor is a little...
I hope it was covered.
Yeah, it was covered by insurance. All right, real quick now, here we go. There is a brand new problem going on with Ozempic. You guys have heard of Ozempic, the weight loss drug?
Yes.
Well, that's a big problem because when you lose weight now, you end up having Ozempic face. Yeah, your face sags.
Really?
Did you hear about that? Yeah, your face sags. Your body looks great, but your face looks like a ball sack with lashes.
I like that. I don't take that personal.
I was going to take that one out, and then I was thinking about my
No,
good friend
no, I
Johnny
told
J.
you.
And no.
Lean into
We're leaving
it.
it in there. I left that in there
Lean
just for
into
Johnny
it.
J. Sorry about that. Well, anyway, I ran into another guy this week who was grumpy. There was some grumpy people walking around this week, Yeah, I ran into a guy who was kind of grumpy, He was having problems with his truck. Yeah, he got a new Ford F-150 that was a lemon. So I said, did you bring it back? He said, yeah. They told me to go F 150 times. I have a mechanic, Mario, who's not here tonight. Mario comes sometimes here. He comes by. He's my mechanic, Well, before I had Mario, I had all these fly-by-night mechanics, Now I don't because I have Mario, but before, all these fly-by-night mechanics. In fact, one time I went to my fly-by-night mechanic, and I said, hey, can you give me a front-end alignment? He said, you or your car? Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, if I was going to have a front-end alignment, I'd do it like I did the last time. I go to my urologist.
Or your dyslexic proctologist. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to tell you this because I know we're on a roll here, and I don't want to upset anybody. But I'm now going to deliver to you my final joke of the night. Come on, was it that bad? Joanna, was it as good for you as it was for me?
I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
I did.
You sure you're not just saying that?
Yeah. I was just saying.
Sometimes when somebody says they're enjoying it, you got to wonder if they're just humoring you,
Artie knows about that.
Artie. Anyway.
Yeah, shut up.
No, I got to tell you, a lot of people will not fly out of Boston. That's because it's so convenient to fly out of Providence. Green Airport was actually named one of the best airports in the entire country. Let's hear it for Green Airport. All right, yeah. I mean, there were three really great things about it, It's small, it's fast, and it's easy, like the guys at baggage. Some of those guys at baggage, they're a little sketchy, In fact, one of them went up to a woman and said, hey, baby, you want to have a layover? She's like, hey, buddy, why don't you take a departure? All right, that's about it. That about puts the finishing touches on it. Okay. All right, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors. How about this great location, this great little gem in the north end of New Bedford, Mikey B's. We'd like to thank attorney John B. Seed, Cisco, New Bedford. Serve Pro of Dartmouth, New Bedford. These are all our sponsors. Dying for Laughs, our good friend Allison Dying. Remax Vantage Real Estate. Merrill's on the waterfront. Rockdale Service Center and the aforementioned Mario. And last but not least, he brings the lights, the camera, the action. He is an award-winning film producer, which, I forget to mention once in a while, so I figured I'd slide that in there to humor him. From Bristol County Media, Mr. Aaron Kedju.
I don't have much for you this week, Paul. It's just that I do prefer flying out of Green, and it's about the only good thing Rhode Island has to offer.
Wait, I live in Rhode Island.
Oh, well, there goes the AB66 audience down the tubes.
Yeah.
Not that we had him anyway, but...
That's going to get edited out.
Yeah, I might have to bring chopping block for that one. Well, anyway, we have a great show for you tonight. We have a fantastic guest. We have a singer and two comedians. Can you believe that? It all comes up next. right after this message. But first, say hello to Eric Costa, Artie DeMello, tonight's version of the PSL Band. There they are. Our thanks to attorney John B. Seed for supporting the Paul Santos Live TV show and podcast Santos on Sports. Attorney John Seed, focusing on criminal defense, brings his knowledge to the table for every one of his clients. He knows what to expect from the other side of the courtroom because he has been there. He can use that experience to build the strong defense you deserve. Attorney John B. Seed. Check out his website at johnseedlaw.com. And you can reach him at 508-999-1399. Attorney John B. Seed. Mikey B's is the place to be, Monday nights at 7. Come check out a live taping of the Paul Santos Live Show, directed by Aaron Cadieux of Bristol County Media. Be part of our exciting live studio audience and join the fun. Comedy director Joanna Raposa gets the best comics from all around New England. And we have our own band, Rennie, Artie, and Melissa, the PSL Band. Sometimes we even have time for Crazy Casey. Mikey B's, 989 Victoria Street in New Bedford.
If you're ever in need, there's no limits to what I'll do. Work 8 days a week and give it all to you. That's what love will do for you. That's what love will make you do. No matter how hard I fight it, baby, I'm still in love with you.
All right, how about Eric Costa, along with Artie DeMello, tonight's version of the PSL Band. All right, Eric, I'm so glad we saw you tonight. You know, after that car breakdown last week, I mean, poor Artie was playing all by himself over there, you know? Poor Artie. He was so lonely. So lonely.
Reputation I'm getting from this.
Poor guy had to play by himself all night. It was just ridiculous.
Never does.
Yeah, but, you know, you're too old for that. No, actually, you did a great job. I got one person gets my joke. That's okay. That's all right. Well, anyway, thank you for looking in tonight. We have some terrific guests here tonight. We have, we have Liz Miller, a great comic. We have Abby Layne coming up in just a moment, along with Winnie, Wilson, Rennie. And if you're watching on ABC 6, don't forget we're on every other Sunday morning, new time, 11:30. So if you're watching right now, we'll be back in 2 weeks. And we'll be providing you with local entertainment, which we're very, very happy to do that. A lot of local entertainment, so we're very happy to put the spotlight on it. Okay, our first guest is a singer. She is from Apponequet, Massachusetts, and she's on her way to college. But she is a terrific singer, and we're glad to have her tonight. Would you please welcome Abby Layne?
Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, please don't take him even though you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming looks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your voice is like a breath of spring, your skin is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. Now he talks about you in his sleep, there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I could easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what it means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, please don't take him even though you can. You could have had your choice of man, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you and whatever you decide to do. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, please don't take him even though you can. Jolene,
Yeah!
thank you so much. Thank you.
Abby Layne! Come on down! Like they say on The Price is Right.
$32. What was it? 34?
That's very good. I see you see the show once in a while. Well, welcome to our television show. So great to have you here tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, you know, we like to put the spotlight on especially young talent, which we consider you young. You're just graduating high school, on your way to college. What school did you graduate from?
I graduated from Apponequet High School.
Ah, the
in
Apponequet
Lakeville.
Lakers. There you go. That's out in Lakeville, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and you're on your way to college? Where you headed?
I'm going to Ball State in Indiana.
Indiana, wow.
Switch up is crazy.
All right, so what makes you want to head out to Indiana?
Well, I don't know. I applied to a bunch of different schools everywhere. I mean, I went to Missouri, New York, everywhere. But something about it was just that homey feel, like that, quote unquote, in the movies. They're like, you get that feeling.
Wow, and now
And
that
I
we're
did.
into August, you're going to be thinking about moving pretty soon, right?
A week and 2 days.
No, sir. Wow. Well, I'm glad you were able to squeeze us in before you went, you know?
Oh, I wouldn't miss it.
Well, anyway, what do you think about our sense of humor? You think it's a little warped?
Well, honestly, I just came from high school, so I'm used to it. Sorry.
So my humor never grew after high school? Is that about it?
You know what? I'm glad you keep a routine. You know what?
He's
He's consistent.
I just kind of got to the middle school, high school level, and that was it. No further growth after that. You know, I can't help it.
Why did you not go to college? Did you not build it up there?
No, I went to school for 8 years, actually.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I'm an attorney. I have
Man,
my,
you didn't go to enough parties then.
I have my doctorate. I know it's hard to tell by that routine. But anyway, tell me a little bit about yourself that maybe we don't know. I mean, you obviously grew up in this area. You have a sibling, right?
Yeah, I have a younger brother. He's 15.
Yeah, so 15 and you're what, 18?
I'm 17, actually. I turn 18 in a few weeks.
All right, sometimes like the younger brother can be a little bit of a nuisance to the older sister. What about you?
And it's the other way around. He's the quieter one. If anything, I'm knocking on his door like, do you want to build a snowman? He never wants to.
Oh, so you're a nuisance to him.
Oh, yeah. I'm an older sister. I did theater, and he just sits in his room video games. I'm like, hello.
Oh, yeah, young kids, man. The boys, they love to play those video games, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh, my God, it's crazy.
I don't even know his actual games. I just come up with nicknames. There's this one. He's like, Abby, I bought this other one. It's like a new version of this other game. I'm like, is it the Honey I Shrunk the Kids game? He's like, that's not what it's called. But like, I don't even know what it's called. It's like this little, like you play around with ants. I'm like, it's a Honey I Shrunk the Kids game.
Oh, somebody
Oh,
knows
is that
it.
actually it?
Somebody in the audience, I think, knows.
Oh, it's
Anyway,
grounded.
you mentioned
Sorry, Adam.
theater.
Uh-huh.
You were in the theater?
Yeah, I was in the Apponequet Drama Club for 4 years. I was vice president my senior year.
Yeah.
And like I did all the stuff. I did choir, like select choir, all the theater clubs. Never caught me in lacrosse.
Well, you know, it's funny because I think a lot of the singers that are on the show, that are young, that are in school, a lot of them are in theater because those two things kind of go hand in hand, you know?
Well, it builds the skills, and if you're already out on stage, you think, why can't I just like sit in front of a camera and film a TV show?
Yeah. You didn't play sports too much?
Sorry.
How about? Oh, wait a minute. Head cheerleader?
Oh yeah, how'd you clock it?
Oh, I never know if that's a compliment or like
I did like
shot.
2 years of softball, and that was about it. And they called me slugger, and then
Oh.
I went from that to hauling PVC pipe.
Ah. Well, slugger, that means you must have been a good hitter.
Yeah, I had a younger sibling. I had practice.
Yeah. What position
I'm
did you
just
play?
kidding. Well, I did it when I was like 11, so I did like pretty much everything, mostly shortstop.
Ah, sure. That's where they put the best player.
Yeah, I know. I think it's because I was the shortest. They put me right there.
Ah. Now, what about the
5'2".
singing? When did that all happen for you?
Oh goodness, I've been taking lessons since I was 11.
Yeah.
Like, that's 6 years. That
Uh-huh.
took me a minute. That's bad. But I've been singing since literally I could talk. There's like a video. We've been trying to find it for like a few days. I'm like 2 or 3 years old. I don't know. I started growing hair at 3, so I think I was 3 because I had hair in that video. And I was like so little. I was sitting at the kitchen counter and I'm singing, "If you like it, then you should have put a ring on." And I'm like, oh, never mind. And I just stopped.
Nice.
And like that's like the earliest like she started singing. It's like she knew who she was. I knew who I was.
Nice. Now, who do you take lessons from?
I take lessons from Julia Corey in Fall River.
Nice. Good. Well, she's doing a great job. I can tell from the music that you're
She's
singing.
phenomenal. I
Yeah.
love her.
Now, why'd you pick Jolene? That's just a classic Dolly Parton hit.
Well, it's one of the ones I actually I play my own gigs with my guitar and it's on my set, so I'm used to it. It's a crowd pleaser. It's a popular song, and I recently did it at a vocal showcase where Julia and some other students of Sharon Jensen's, like we all got together for
Right.
Bloomfest, and I sang that there.
Nice. Now, you have another song all queued up for us tonight,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay, what is this one?
This one is House of the Rising Sun.
Oh, another wholesome song.
Yep. I'm going to college. I have to start getting used to it.
No, that's a great song. I'm only kidding around with you. Well, head back to center stage. Abby is an absolute delight and a great singer. We're so happy to have her here tonight. And thanks to her family for joining Abby over there. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Abby Layne.
Thank you. There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She tore my blue jeans, and my father was a gambling man way down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a truck, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drug. Pretty long break.
Sounded good. You sounded great, ain't you, Ty? Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I like a rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a family. And God, I know I'm one. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Abby Layne. Way to hit the high note. A big finish. I love it. Hey, thank you so much for being on the show. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having
Let's
me.
hear it once again for Abby Layne. How about that?
Thank you.
Back in a moment with comedy right here on the Paul Santos Live Show. Stay right where you are. Here's the PSL Band.
Sneaking Sally through the alley. Sneaking Sally through the alley. Sneaking Sally through the alley. Trying to get away clean. Sneaking Sally through the alley.
All right, Ari DeMello playing that horn, baby.
Yay!
And Eric Costa on keys, our makeshift PSL band tonight. All right. Well, up here, you met her before. We're so happy to have her. She lines up all of our comics. Say hello once again to Joanna Raposa.
Hey, how are you? How are you? Good to be here. Oh, I was waving here.
I was
You're waving
going
here.
like that. Yeah.
I thought you were doing this.
No.
I did that to Casey before, but he didn't know. He doesn't know what's going on. But it's okay.
So I know we mentioned this last week. You went on a cruise to Alaska.
I did.
Wow.
I did. It's crazy. Like
How
I
beautiful
never,
was
I
that,
never
huh?
thought I would do anything like that in my life. But my husband really wanted to go to Alaska, and the cruise is the way to do it. You know, you don't have to go too deep into the state to encounter the state bird, what they say is a mosquito. It's like really big. But no, it really was, and it's such a great state. We spent some time in Maine, and we're like, Alaska is like Maine on steroids. It's mountains on mountains and turquoise bays, and it's just crazy. But we went on this cruise, and I said, hey, I just found out what it's like to be wealthy. You don't have to do anything all day long, but you do have to dress up for dinner.
Yeah, rich people do that, don't
But
they?
you know what? I heard that they've relaxed the standards on cruises now. Like you used to have to dress up. You could get a picture with Captain Stubing, like whatever. It's like, but the main rule was you couldn't wear jeans to dinner, and men had to wear collared shirts.
Yeah.
But and then they had this rule: you couldn't wear your bathing attire or your spa attire or gym attire unless you were going to or from that place. So we were spared the vision of like 80-year-olds in Speedos and bikinis and stuff. No, it was a pretty classy group. Viking Cruises, hire me as your your spokesperson. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
sounds good. Sounds like
it
you're
was
making a
great.
good-
It was amazing.
Yeah, it
but-
sounds like you're making a
and
good
you know
plug.
what? People in Alaska have this really bent sense of humor, so I felt right at home. Of course, what to say? We're just like you in New Bedford, and so that's why I asked this comedian to be here tonight, because I love her sense of humor. It's unique, it's majestic, and bless you, my child.
So she'll fit right in.
So she'll fit right in, and
All
I
right.
can't wait for you to introduce her.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our comic tonight, the one, the only, Liz Miller.
How's it going, New Bedford? It's good to be here. It's good to be here. I lived in Fall River for a couple years. Well, I obviously moved because it sucks. Duh. No, I did like Fall River, though. It did make me feel at home because all the families there yell at each other like my family did, mercilessly. So, is it a Portuguese thing or just a Fall River thing?
Fall River, I think.
Okay, the New Bedford Portuguese are distinguished. Okay. I got it. I'm like with it. You guys, I'm a comedian. I get the chance to speak to people, and I want to speak to you today about a problem that I think is literally plaguing the world. And I take it really seriously. And I'm here today to educate you guys on men in sandals. It's so gross. I see some piggies out here tonight that should have stayed home.
Oh, man, look at those out there.
I
Oh,
mean,
man. Wow.
case in point, have you ever seen a man's toe? Like, it looks like a gourd. What is that? What is that? Like, if there's a season men's toes should be out, it should be like autumn for Thanksgiving. At least they would be serving a decorative purpose. Like, the only place a man's pinky toe belongs is a stew. It's a pearl onion every time. I mean, no, it's just disgusting. No, I love to talk a little trash on men in my comedy and in real life. And I think this really all started with my father. You know, like, I just feel like there's not enough female comedians who have issues with their father. No, I grew up with the kind of dad who was a quintessential softball dad. Whatever facial hair you're thinking, yes. No, when I got home from school, my dad would be sitting on an overturned bucket in the backyard. 100 pitches a day, Liz, if you're gonna be the next Jenny Finch. This got so much weirder when I found out how attractive my dad thought Jenny Finch was. Oh. But in retrospect, I do think it's the only thing we ever really agreed upon. So, is it a nice family moment? I don't know. You decide. You guys like impressions?
Yeah.
Wonderful. You guys, this first impression, this is of a man who's dead wrong. I mean, just to play devil's advocate. Thank you. I have another impression. This is of a man who has a runny nose. Babe, I'm dying. Thank you. Okay, and last, I have an impression of myself I don't know if the camera will capture this, but the studio audience will appreciate it. This is my impression of myself when I find out a man is interested in me. For everyone watching, that was a 45-minute shower. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to end on this sentiment. If you can believe it, I am single. What? Crazy. But I am looking for a specific type of man. So if you know anyone, send them my way. I'm looking for a man like Shrek. And I'm gonna tell you why he's my dream man. Number one, he's Scottish. And Scottish men are promiscuous. They do wear skirts after all. I like that, okay. Number two, reason number two, Shrek has great legs. Has anyone seen the film recently? We're talking 3-to-1 calf to ankle ratio. I mean, stunning. And the last reason I would like to date a man like Shrek, and this one's really important, so if you know anyone like this, send them my way. You guys, Shrek has something a man, like no man I've ever been with has this. And you know what that is? It's a deed to land. I'm a millennial living in Massachusetts. Dating a homeowner would be a really big deal. You guys, thank you so much. This has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you, New Bedford. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, everyone.
Liz Miller! Come on down, grab a seat. Yes, grab a seat. Hey, it's so nice to meet you.
Great to meet you.
You have some fun stuff, you know.
Oh, thank you. That was my clean set, so.
You know, I've heard of a foot fetish, but you have a reverse foot fetish when it comes to men in sandals. What's that all about?
I think it's just called having like a tasteful eye for beauty. So
Something about that men's foot doesn't do anything for you.
it's just disgusting. Like it should cost you $100 in a pedicure to wear a sandal. And if you're not willing to do that, then you have to wear a sneaker.
So that's what that guy right over there should do, Hilton?
Yes, and there's another perp in the corner.
Oh, the one hiding in the corner.
Yeah, with the hat pulled down, but I saw them earlier.
Now, you said that your dad had facial hair, is that right?
Yes.
Was that like a bad thing, or?
Well, the way he wore it was triggering.
Well, did you see the keyboard player tonight? Take a look at the keyboard player.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a rat tail if
Folded
it's
in
in the
half, too.
front. What do you call that if it's in the front? Because like rat tail in the back.
Portuguese tickler, I call it.
What do you call it?
Portuguese tickler.
A
Ew.
Portuguese tickler.
Pardon?
you got to think about that a little bit.
It's a think piece.
Wow,
New Bedford version.
that's special. Your wife must be very happy.
No wife. Thank you.
He's single. He's single, everybody.
Hey, that's right, he's single.
Hey, you don't look like Shrek enough though for me.
The leg ratio was off.
Well, you did mention during your set that you were single, and you know
Yeah,
you wouldn't
thank you.
put that in there if it wasn't something that you wanted to talk about. So, what about that? What's it like being single? Do you find it enjoyable? Do you find it a pain in the neck? I mean, what's it like?
So that's a really layered question. It's enjoyable in the fact that I do whatever I want all the time and live like the best life and like answer to no one, you know?
Yeah.
But it's also unenjoyable because society has decided that you're supposed to partner up, and you even get things like tax benefits and stuff if you do so and fall in line. So that's when it's kind of like, this could be better. Also, the price of living, absolutely insane. I'm looking even just for like a roommate that we could like take each other to weddings. Like that maybe.
You mean friends with benefits?
No, I don't even really like care about that. Like I just need it for the society's perception and the tax benefits and the home ownership.
Oh, tax benefits.
It's a business transaction. We should go back to the way it was, you know, when it was like a business transaction. Like, I'm looking for dowry.
So when you go on a date, right, a lot of times, like, the guy might be somebody that, you know, you click with, and there might be somebody that you're like, oh, God, this is just not working.
Yeah.
Right, so what that's like, that's not too good, huh?
Like, which part?
You know, when you know you're not clicking, you know, that
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously nauseating to be, like, with a man I don't want to be around.
Hey, by the way, you have this humor. You say you like to joke around and kind of take shots at men. My wife always says that in my monologues. I'm always like, you know, kind of giving little swipes at
Yeah.
the ladies there. You know what I mean? I guess that's the reverse of what I try to do, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're trying something.
Yeah, you know, A for effort. A for effort. Anyway, so what do you got going on? You got a lot of gigs coming up?
I have two that are super top of mind that I wanted to talk about.
All right.
If you're in this area on the South Shore of Massachusetts, I'm on at Aquatic Brewing this Saturday. It's going to be an amazing show, 9 p.m. at Aquatic Brewery.
All right.
And then I'm very, very excited for this show. I am one of the feature acts on Chicks with Nick at Nick's Comedy Stop, and that's in Boston, September 12th, and it's gonna be like basically a girl power party. So
Girl power. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
yeah.
So is it okay if men sit in the audience?
We encourage men to come and spend their money supporting live female comics.
That's
So
right. That's right. I like it.
I would like men to just open their wallets that night. Thank you.
All right. Well, you got some great stuff. We really enjoyed having you. Thank you so much. Let's hear it once again for the very hilarious Liz Miller. Back in a moment with a very interesting person to interview right after this from the PSL band. We'll be right back. Thanks, Liz. Fantastic job. Thank you so much. That was so much fun.
Steer it up, little darling, steer it up. Steer it up, little darling, steer it up.
All right, how about a little love for the PSL band tonight? Eric and Artie. I like the fact that Liz Miller is just so, forthcoming about her dislike for men in sandals. So she's walking back to her seat, and I'm seeing a Nilton over here. And I think Nilton was kind of like flashing his foot there a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, just to kind of like, hey, baby, take a look at this right here. You know what I'm saying? See if he could change your mind, you know what I mean? Like, And that poor guy in the corner, he's just hiding back there. He ain't showing anything. He might be going to the podiatrist this week, I'm not sure. But anyway, our next guest is a very interesting person. She is also a comic, and she's going to sit right down with me. And she is really interesting because there's something different about her. And she's going to talk about that in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Winnie Wilson Rennie. Hello there.
Hey,
How
Paul.
are you? Grab a
Thank
seat.
you.
Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Paul Santos live show.
I'm so happy to be here. The closest thing to being on the Johnny Carson show.
That's right. That's what we're going for. That's what we're going for. I was called the Portuguese Johnny Carson once, so I guess I have to, accept that role. You know what I'm saying?
And you even dress better than him.
All right. Well, thank you. I try.
Love the
I try.
band.
Yeah, we have a great band.
I was going to suggest singing with the band sometime, but after your first singer there, I think I better go back to voice lessons.
Well, anyway, it's really great tonight because obviously I did my comedy there. We have Joanna, she's a comedian, Liz is a comedian, and now you are also a comic as well. Huh? How did you get into that? When you retired?
Yes, I got into it when I retired, and I bet a lot of people can't guess what I used to do for work. But actually, just to back it up a bit, so in retirement, I've been doing some extra acting on movies and playing tennis, but the extra acting doesn't pay too well, and the tennis is really expensive. So I had to take up gambling. And I don't suggest it for everyone, but it's actually working out really well for me. I'm making money hand over fists. I now have a condo on the water. And before anyone loses their shirts, you seem like a nice crowd, so I'll just go ahead and tell you, I'm a retired Massachusetts state trooper.
Oh, how about that, huh? Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, my God.
I know it's
Wow.
a surprise. I'm surprised too.
Who would have thought that? I don't know if there's just a stereotype there. You don't really look like a Massachusetts
I know.
state trooper.
I love placing the bets. People are, librarian. A school teacher. You lost your $50. Sorry, state trooper. Then they pass out. It's terrible. I got to call the ambulance.
So how many times
I'm
did you
still
have to say
working.
license and registration?
Oh my God, probably at least 2,000, probably.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was a trooper for 24 years.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I was talking to you before the show. You do know that I'm an attorney, right?
I do. Yeah.
Sometimes there's some friction, but actually I was a prosecutor for many years, did some criminal defense for a while, then juvenile, and now housing court, and of course this wacky show that we have here. But I have to tell you, I always got along great with the cops, no matter what side I was on, and I still do,
Yeah, and vice versa. I got along great with the defense attorneys. They would, I'd come in with these arrests, and they'd just start cracking up. They'd come up to me afterwards. They're like, we didn't think you could top last week's arrest, and now you come in with this one? Oh, my God, what's going to be happening next week?
So what, for example, would you say was an unusual arrest in your career? Did something stand out in your
Well, there
mind?
was a few of them, but one that really stands out is I arrested a stripper, a 95 in Salisbury. And I didn't know
Hey,
she
Yanni,
was...
did you know her? Oh, all right, just asking. Oh, all right.
And at first I didn't know she was a stripper. I said, it's 2 a.m. Where are you coming from? And she goes, I'm coming from work. I go, work? What do you do for work? She goes, I'm a such entertainer. I said, what? Do field sobriety tests. So I end up locking her up. I put her in handcuffs, put her in the back of my cruiser. I go to inventory the car. She's got 2 pocketbooks, Paul. Now, what woman carries 2 pocketbooks, right? I go, this is odd. I look at one. She's got the hairbrush, the lipstick, wallet. Open the other one. It's full of crumpled 5s, 10s, 20s. I go, oh. She's no stripper. I mean, she's no cocktail waitress. She's a stripper. So I bring her back to the barracks. Now, somehow the desk man finds out that she's a stripper. Well, I'll tell you the rest of the story. So I bring her into the booking room. I've got 3 sets of rubber gloves on as I'm counting her money. And I put her in the cell. I go out to the lobby. There's all these male troopers and sergeants. And they're firing questions at me. Winnie, is she good looking? Winnie, what strip club does she work at? Winnie, how much money does she have on her? I go, guys, get a hold of yourself. She's got $205 on her. And by the way, I forgot one part of this. She's flirting with me. She was flirting with me on the way back to the barracks. And the sergeant in the front goes, that's all? She should have at least 1,000 if she's any good. Trooper in the back goes, oh no, I knew I should have given her more money.
Hey, that's a great story. That's a great
And
story.
it's true one. It's absolutely true.
So
Yeah.
you said to her, hey, I'm going to put the cuffs on her. Did she say, my cuffs are yours? Hey!
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
She said she wouldn't charge me if I wanted to frisk her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So did you frisk her?
No, I tried not to. No, I had to pat her down, though, for weapons, so.
What about the sergeant? Did he?
No, I put her in the cell, and she ended up, actually, true story, she ended up writing me an apology letter.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
She
that's
was.
nice. Bet
she
you don't
was-
get one of those too often, huh?
No, and she was very intelligent, typed out and everything.
All right.
She was actually going to college, just trying to make some money.
So this is great. You know, you're a state trooper, and I understand you worked in one of the towns before that, right?
Yes. I worked for Wenham PD.
Right.
It's on the North Shore. It's about 100 miles from here. Little old town. It's kind of like Mayberry on the Andy Griffith show. And
Oh, wait a minute. So are you like Barney Fife?
Not exactly. But I learned a lot on Wenham PD. For instance, the people who fall in the shower are the last people you ever want to see naked, especially if it's Aunt B. It causes PTSD. It's awful.
Now, you retired from the Massachusetts State Police, and then you decide to go from that to comedy. I mean, that seems like a real about-face. How did that all happen?
Well, I've always loved comedy, stand-up comedy, of course, Johnny Carson, Carol Burnett, Lucille Ball.
Oh, right.
And I started singing. I could never sing, but a friend brought me to karaoke, and I said, I'm just going to watch. Next thing you know, I saw in Beverly, the Larkham Theater holds a voice club. So I did that, and I was in a showcase, and my friend went to the showcase, and she got the wrong theater. Right next door is the off cab at the comedy club. So she's sitting there watching the comedians. She goes to the bartender, when are the singers coming on? He goes, they're not. That's next door. So she got a credit for her ticket, and she said, Winnie, find out what's playing at the off cab, and we'll go watch. So I said, okay. So I found the open mic there, and so that was my first open mic, and she and a bunch of neighbors came and supported me.
That's awesome. So it happened
Yeah.
by accident. How about
Happened
that?
by
And the
accident.
rest is history.
Rest is history.
Yeah,
Yep.
wow. So
Thank you.
when you were trying out the singing thing, did you have a favorite song at that time?
Yes.
What was your favorite song?
Have you ever seen The Rain by Creedence Clearwater Revival?
You can say no, but can you give us 15 seconds of that?
Sure. Have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day?
All right, not bad.
Am I hired?
Well, I think this is a great story. Thank you for your service as a member of the town police and also the Massachusetts State Police, and keep up the great work with the comedy, because I think you're hilarious.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Once again, Winnie, Wilson, Rennie, thank you so much for being here. All right, grab a seat, because for anybody that watches the show, you'll know that when we have 5 minutes left, which we do have 5 minutes left right now, we have to fill it with something. Artie, we got to fill it with something, don't we? Oh, you mean I should wrap it up? No. Ladies and gentlemen, Crazy Casey! Thank God you don't have sandals on. I can't imagine how gross the feet are under there.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I had a choice between sandals and those Crocs that you're wearing. But you know what? For those of you who might be wondering, Paul's had a long day, and you're wondering why he's wearing a black suit. Because he left his part-time job at Rock for a late burial today.
You think I look like an
I
undertaker?
come in here depressed, but I have a news alert from the PSL. Is that how you spell
Yes.
it? Yeah, PSL News Department Sports.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Bottom of the first inning, and the Red Sox were leading 5-0.
All right, that's right. The Red Sox are on a roll, baby. They're
Because,
on a
you
roll.
know, everybody thinks I'm the doom and gloom guy, you know? The Grim Reaper.
Oh, here, grab a seat.
Winnie, I just wanted to, don't tell me when to sit down.
Oh,
Jesus.
Keep those fungus feet
You
away
know
from
the-
me, will ya? Jesus.
The way he talks to me, you'd think that I get paid for this. Winnie, we have something very much in common. We've met several times. You got me 3 times for driving under and 2 times for B&E. But I always remember you had a wonderful sense of humor as you put the cuffs on me. God, seriously, I spent 40 years in the same general field. I was 40 years in a trial court.
Yeah.
I was
Probation, right?
I was a chief probation officer, as was Paul's dad, who was a colleague of mine.
That's right.
Yep, we met each other after the Civil War. Other than that, folks, the news goes on. It's all downhill from here.
I'm glad you got that Sox hat on because I'm excited. There
Well,
we go.
I wear this. I am a very devoted. I love baseball. I love all of it, and I'm as much as I don't hate another team. I love baseball. Sort of like in a way, I sort of like you. You know, but Paul, you've been a great guy and a good friend. And I was going to say something nice about you tonight, but damn it, Artie, I forgot. Can I have a drum roll? Thank you.
It helps.
You even have to ask for your own backup in this place, you know?
Hey, you know, I was kidding around with you a little bit in the monologue tonight. Did you notice that?
You know what? I don't care. You know what? You were being kind to me. I had my whole family up, and that is true. My whole family was up last week for a real, truly family reunion, and that included my daughter and her husband and their 3 grown children, 1 in college, a nurse, and a teacher. I met them all. And you know, when you get them all together, I recognize most of them. You know why? Every one of them owe me money. You know, they're waiting for me to die so they can get money, and they haven't even paid me back what they stole from me. Bada boom! Can I have a drum roll? Thank you. But I wanted you to know that it's always a pleasure to be here.
Oh, thank you.
And I had one sad story this week.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I've been having some medical issues. And while my family was here, I had to go to the ER. I won't say which hospital, because I don't remember. When I get the ambulance bill, I'll tell you. But apparently, I had a medication issue. You can't take Prozac, Xanax, and Jameson at the same time. And I was only doing it to protect myself from my family. But anyway, when I got there, I found out one thing that I had never known. The whole thing was a disaster. Don't go to the ER. Go to the cemetery. You're better off. Well, you got a better chance of survival.
All right.
But
Ladies
anyway,
and
I do want to tell you, I found out before I left there. Did you ever know the difference between an oral thermometer and a rectal thermometer? The taste.
Crazy Casey, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our guests. How about that great singer, Abby Layne? Thank you for coming down tonight. The comedy of Liz Miller. Thank you for coming down. How about that state trooper turned comic, Winnie Rennie? And Eric Costa filling in for Ronnie and Melissa, along with Artie DeMello, our PSL band. And our terrific comedy director, Joanna Raposa. Coming up next week, we'll be right back here at Mikey B's next Monday when our guests will be M.L. Washington, Skippy White, Joel Baptiste, and Ron Oliveira from Remax Vantage Real Estate, one of our sponsors. By the way, you folks here tonight were fantastic. Let's hear it for our live studio audience. You're watching on ABC 6 or on every other Sunday morning on Channel 6. So, if you're watching it right now, we'll see you in 2 weeks right here on ABC 6. I'm Paul Santos for the Paul Santos Live Show. Don't forget to laugh. Have a great night, everybody.